Welcome to Maurine's meditation page. These meditations are offered free in service to the divine. If you're interested in working with Maurine, learn more at headtoyourheart.com.
Welcome, everyone. I am welcoming Rena Ayeras tonight. Looking forward to doing some deep Tien, learning a little bit about that, and just going through some processes to take us deep. So with that, I'll turn it over to you, Rena.
Brief introduction. My name is Rena Ayeras. I'm a certified teacher practitioner, certified by the Tao Academy. Putting in the chat box one of my meetup sites, and what else? I guess put up both meetup sites.
Rena.
Yeah. What?
Yay. Okay.
Okay. Thanks. Okay. Thank you for joining in. Today's attention is on the lower dantian. Lower dantian is the message center, also known as soul house. It's located in the lower abdomen, just below the navel. It's the foundation. It supports all matters of health. It also has other aspects. Effectively, on the energetic world, it's infinite in size. So the amount of energy that you can build and store in there has no limit. So effectively being infinite, this meditation practice is what's known as universal meditation. It's like connecting the entire universe to the lower dantian. And it's kind of a self-awareness of your inner light, your inner power, and more. And these practices begin with should do a practice with a series of techniques. We'll begin with breathing. That's mostly to help relax the mind, connect the mind to the heart, and body and soul. It's visualization to deepen our connection to our higher selves, our inner light, and a few more. So we'll begin with breathing, the two forms of breathing. One is pretty gentle. It's, take a relatively normal deep breath, let your chest expand, let your belly expand. And as you breathe out, let the shoulders drop, let the entire body relax. And we'll take a few breaths like that. Second form of breathing, it's more rapid breath, something I learned from a singer. It's as though you get this sudden present and you're just a surprise, like, and you open up, it's something you always wanted. It's like that sigh of gratitude. And that's literally how we breathe. And that actually helps push open the throat chakra, which deepens the connection from the mind to heart and soul. It also pushes a lot of energy into the lower dantian. Okay, so a few breaths like this. And once more. And now apply mind power and visualize a ball of golden light in the lower dantian, the lower abdomen. The channels are open. The mind and body are relaxed. Take this opportunity to deepen your connection to your inner light, your higher self. And visualize, imagine, possibly feel that light flowing through your entire being. Includes your physical, mental, emotional, spiritual bodies. If there are any issues that need attention, such as aspect of physical health, let that part of the body know that channels are open, the energy and light are flowing, that positive support and healing are greatly supported. And we'll set our intentions. There are two parts. First part is similar to positive thinking. Second part is similar to prayer. The teaching that I follow, everything has a soul. Some teachers refer to it as consciousness. Okay, dear soul of my lower dantian, dear souls, all the meridians and channels that connect the power of my lower dantian to my entire being. Dear soul of every organ, every cell, and every thought, all the spaces within my body, I love you all. We have the power to harmonize and work together. We have the power to clear our blockages and heal and transform ourselves. Do a great job. Thank you. Dear soul of the mantra Joe, dear soul of light, dear soul of the source. I love you, honor you, and appreciate you. I'm grateful for your presence. Please join us in this practice. As appropriate, please help us to clear our blockages and support the positive transformations that we need today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to use sound power, that's chanting. We'll do that for a few minutes. The word is Joe. That vibrates the lower abdomen, to help stimulate and awaken our connections to the lower dantian. So we'll take a few moments chanting Joe. And it's good if you put your hands on your belly, like maybe extend the thumb, grab it with one hand, fold your fingers over, and place your hands just below the navel. I'll spend a few moments chanting Joe, 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 Joe. Speed up a bit. Joe, 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 Joe. Joe, 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 Joe. Joe, 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 Light, 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 Joe, 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 Joe. And we'll take a few moments chanting silently. Joe, 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 Joe. And in this state of awareness, let's take a moment to be aware of the light in the lower dantian. Naturally approach the light. Which brings you to your personal temple. This is your field of the lower dantian. Just take a moment to be aware of the light, the sense of the floor, texture of the floor, the appearance of the walls, how distant they are or how close. Walls really aren't that close. It's a very large temple. This is like the home of your soul. Let's take this moment to be aware of your highest self. See yourself in this large field. And then you can take note of how's the clothing, how's your hair. standing, sitting on a chair. This is our presence with our higher selves, our intuition, our greatest wisdom. This is our own divine presence. Take this moment and how large is your soul? This temple is very large because your soul is very large. Take this moment for guidance from your higher self. There's an issue you want to resolve. Let your soul know what is that issue. Communicate very clearly. You may not need many words. Maybe you only need to visualize. Maybe there's something like a shadow that doesn't seem to belong there. A shadow is like a blockage. Maybe it's a mistake. And just take this moment to ask your soul to please relieve you of this blockage. Please heal you, clear it. It might be with a movement, might be with wind, it might be with more light. This lower dantian has infinite space. You can ask your soul to invite the positive power of the universe to connect to the lower dantian, to bring in more light, there may be a presence of more light beings, might be some animals, It's like an energetic choir, chanting, all singing, all shining the light for greatest support, for greatest transformation. With this connection to the universe, take note of how large the lower dantian is now. Presence of the universe, the presence of all the angels. And your personal lower dantian is large enough to hold all that. Your lower dantian is large enough that you can grow infinitely. Whatever issue you request the healing of, just take a moment. Has it changed? Is there so much light that it left, that it transformed to light, become something completely different? Maybe it just left. And if there's some presence that's still there, just accept that its presence is there, and it's in the presence of the divine Vidal, the source of greatest light. Sharing the same opportunity that you have now to heal and transform, to be something better. In this infinite field, blockage, suffering, pain, mistakes, it's too large to have to believe that's the only limit, that that's the only capacity, that's the only result. Again, lower down Tien is source of your infinite wisdom of all your lifetimes, of all your experiences. You've learned from the greatest, most positive teachers. So whatever that blockage is also has that opportunity to transform to something better. Do your best to accept the shadow, accept this blockage, accept this issue that in this field, this large field, there's no place for it to be stuck anymore. Recognizing it, accepting it gives it that opportunity to also grow and expand and follow the light. Just take this moment to be aware of the Vedantian, your soul, the light, the expansion, and accepting that this is you. And it's large enough and light enough that doubt and disbelief don't really need to stay. There's so much space they can move on. They can find a better place. Most likely they're an important teaching at one time, but they're not needed today. There are better places for them, so take this moment to release them and let them go and thank them for their intentions. Thank them that they are in the presence of the light, they're in the presence of the source, they're in the presence of the field of transformation. Take a moment to be aware of your breath. Again, breathing in the light, breathing in the chi, breathing in the support. Imagining it flowing from heaven through the body all the way to earth. As you breathe out, imagine the breath flowing through the body out the pores of the skin. Conscious breathing, the breath, the light is like a carrier. It's happy to bring in new messages, for new life, for transformation, for healing, and more. Breathing out, it's like whatever is ready to leave or knows that it can do a better job elsewhere, that's completed its task here. It's like breathing in new positive messages and just breathing out old messages that you just don't need today. Yes, take a deeper breath. Let the chest really expand. Belly really expand. Maybe stretch, roll the shoulders a bit. You can roll your shoulders, maybe stretch a bit. And all the balls of light within our bodies, they're all rotating and glowing. So is the universe around us. So breathing in the power to move and change, and breathing out the results of change. Close this practice with appreciation, recognition, gratitude for all our efforts and results as individuals, as groups, all the souls who joined with us. How. Love you, love you, love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Gong song, gong song, gong song.
Thank you for joining in on these free meditations. If you're interested in working with Maurine privately, learn more at headtoyourheart.com.